card certifications to professional mental health counseling, managing conditions like PTSD, chronic pain, and the complexities of cancer. Book online at thrivealternativemedicine.com. thrivealternativemedicine.com. Find the relief you deserve.
The legendary Pepper's Mexican Grill and Cantina, home for the most popular drink specials in town and now on the beach. Enjoy 2-for-1 house margaritas and draft beer all day, every day. 10% off on Military Mondays, and Tuesdays, kids eat free with an adult. Pepper's Mexican Grill and Cantina, now with 2 locations. Back Beach next to Home Depot and Highway 77.
When it comes to building smart and roofing right, TK Vandy's is the name you can trust. They're your go-to for general contracting, design build solutions, and top quality roofing. From concept to completion, they deliver excellence on time and on budget. Whether it's a custom build or a complex renovation, they've got you covered, literally. Call TK Vandy today and build something better together. TK Vandy, built with purpose, roofed with pride.
Adopt US Kids presents What to Expect When You're Expecting. A teenager. Learning the lingo.
Today I'm going to help parents translate teen slang. Now, when a teen says something is on fleek, it's exactly like saying, that's rad. It simply means that something is awesome or cool. Another one is totes. It's exactly like saying, totally, just shorter. As in, I totes love going to the mall with Becca. Another word you might hear is jelly. Jelly is a shorter, better way to say jealous. As in, Chloe, I am like so jelly of your unicorn phone case.
You don't have to speak teen to be a perfect parent. Thousands of teens in foster care will think you're, rad just the same. To learn more, visit adoptuskids.org. A public service announcement brought to you by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, Adopt U.S. Kids, and the Ad Council.
WGSX Lynn WVLQ Port St. Joe, ESPN Northwest Florida.
Lights, camera, action.
It's the Coach James Hale Show.
Do you know who I am?
Live and local inside the J. Michaels studio.
People know me.
ESPN Northwest Florida.
Tub. Yeah!
Really make me sweat.
Yeah! Get in!
Really make me wet.
Well, welcome. 104.3 ESPN Northwest. Man, this is a good Friday, isn't it? Kind of a really good Friday.
It's a great Friday.
This is a great Friday. Easter Sunday. Get out to church and have a great Easter. Jim, we've good to see you, by the way.
Good to be here.
We've a lot of talk, a lot of rumors going around what's been going on in Iran. A lot of secret missions going on. We can't tell you what really happened over there, but he's back.
They're tied to Kyle Vandegrift. That's all.
Okay, yeah, we cannot tell you what he has been doing, but Kyle Vandegrift's back in the country. Let's welcome Kyle the legendary Vandy family. Good morning, sir.
Coach.
I know we can't talk.
Much.
We can't talk about what was going on, but
those NDAs.
You did some good things.
Yeah,
good things. Hey,
a little bit.
Don't worry, oil's coming down.
A little bit.
It's coming back down, people.
No, a little bit.
A little bit. He knows a little bit.
You're on line, a little bit.
A little bit.
It's coming back down, people.
Yeah.
Give me till April.
It was amazing how they knew exactly where to put the bombs.
That's right.
Somebody was on the ground there. That fried taters. James, this guy's what he does is incredible, and people don't even know. And I can't say anything else. But it's great to have you back in the country.
Yeah, absolutely. Tired of the straits. I'm over it.
Yeah,
I'm over it.
When do you think you got any insight you can tell us when the oil start flowing?
Yeah. At the end of the month, everything will be back to normal.
You got cooked.
Now, it's pretty cool, too, that you were there. Of course, there's going to be a lot of construction going on in that country. And you got a lot of connections.
A lot of roofs.
A little bit.
A lot of roof property.
You need some roof work done there, sir?
Yeah. You know the rule. You blow it up, you build it back.
That's right, man. Are you got your company on the stock market yet? I want to put my stock on you.
Yeah.
It's
BlackRock, watch out.
Amazing. Anyway, really great to have you back. When are you going to get this podcast going back again?
We're going to start that back here in the next week or so.
What you going to focus on when you come back?
The spring football.
There you go.
And then also, to kick off the spring football, we're going to do a dedication ceremony for Coach Glenn Manley's Glenn's Granite at the
Glenn's Big Rocks.
Bay High practice field.
Yes.
Big old 4,000 piece of boulder granite.
Huge.
And we just got the plaque in from old Mayor Brunicki.
The mayor.
The mayor.
Mayor.
He helped us out with all that, man.
They've only been the mayor
good
like
people.
Philip Griffin, the legendary.
Yeah, I think it was 16, 4 terms? No, 8 terms because it's 2-year terms.
He's still doing it.
Yeah.
He's in heaven doing it. I love that man. Griff, and then we got the mayor. You know who that is.
Yeah, and I read that his son, Griff, got the TDC appointee for the tourism.
Griff's going to be with us next Thursday. We're going to have him on.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Sports.
He'll do good there.
Yeah. Lee Sullivan, too, man. Lee Sullivan's a legend. Lee Sullivan was fought in Vietnam. Mm-hmm. I think he was the sheriff.
Sheriff for a while.
Sheriff, and it's beautiful, wonderful job, Panama City Beach mayor. And hey, I got to ask you, you got construction company, you can do it all. I hope to God you're not involved in building the roads on Back Beach. That it seems like, is it ever going to get done?
No.
No.
It's
It's
like
not.
390. It's an ongoing process. You know?
Well,
They're paid by the hour.
The decade dilemma.
I got one better than this. In 2012, I taught for 1 year at Chipley High School, and I drove every day from the West End, by Pier Park to Chipley, which is about an hour, one way. And there's a part of 79 when you get and it makes a big old bend to the right and back to the left. That was torn up 12 years, going on 14 years ago. It's still, to this day, not done.
They're doing it right, though.
Yeah,
They're taking their time.
It's
They're doing
like-
it right.
Don't rush perfection,
Yes,
Coach.
yes.
I'm over
the
it.
Panama Canal
Welcome
was
to the
built faster
United States
than that.
government.
Yeah.
The
State
Panama
government,
Canal was
federal
done better
government.
or faster than that. It's like,
It's
how can it
amazing.
still be not finished?
I blame the Army Corps of Engineers.
Easy.
Is this thing on?
All right, I want to ask y'all guys about this. Jim and I have talked about this before. You played spring football in high school. I was always, you got to have it. You got to have it. I believed in it. You got to have it. But no, as I've gotten older and gone through it, and they changed the rules for the summertime, you can do whatever you want to do all summer. So you can practice all summer long without pads on. So when that happened, I started thinking, we really don't need this. Unless you got a new coaching staff or something like that. When I would see a player tear his knee up, somebody get his shoulder hurt, something like that, I was like, God, dog, we lost a great player or a good player, or just it didn't matter. It's a young kid. He's injured pretty badly. It's going to affect him, and he's not going to be able to play this fall.
I'm going to tell you why I
because of
disagree
spring
with
football.
that. Because these kids, they could get hurt in PE. Just
that's true
randomly.
That's
so if
a
you
real
go
point.
through the mentality like that, you're going to be it's kind of a scared mentality. Just put your faith that the kids are doing the right thing, and you're protecting them, not having them beat each other up off day
you're
one.
Right. That's a
but,
great opinion.
Keep shells.
Yeah,
and stay in shells.
You're right. I agree with everything you said. You're wrong, but I agree. No, but I don't think you got to go out there and beat them up.
Oh no,
anymore.
5 months though off. That means you'd give them 5 months off.
I've had kids that tear a knee up, and that was it.
We had it happen at Cape Coral.
Yep.
Yeah, we did.
Yep, we had it here too. We had one young man that got hit. It wasn't Robbie hit him.
Yeah, but a lot of these kids need that I guess that structure.
What you do in May, really and truly, is going to determine how you play in September. It helps. It can. You can either. It depends on what you do in between time.
You don't think
What
that
do you
it's
do?
set? You don't think starting late April
I
sets
used
the
to.
tone for the summer?
No, hell no, not anymore.
Well,
you
you're
don't even have the same players anymore.
Yeah. That's
You don't even have the same team anymore.
Well, I agree with that because
that's what I'm saying. It's changed.
Yeah.
Everything's changed.
Everything's changed.
Everything's changed.
Yeah, and I don't like that. That's the wild, wild west craziness.
Right.
And even in the middle of the
And
year,
if you do
leaving
have 'em.
football, after football season and then going and playing basketball, or leaving a school like the kid at Godby and went and played the playoffs at another school.
There you go.
You know?
But I'm with you. The old school thing, I was like that. But I've seen all this stuff now. I've kind of changed my thoughts on that. I do think you get out there. But
do you think it should be a month of like?
Them up,
Do you think it should be a month of like extreme conditioning to prepare them for the summer, like weightlifting and running and sprinting?
We're doing that anyway.
Stadiums.
That's your winter workout. That's been going on the whole time where we've been. That's what they've been doing.
Well, I know these guys got weightlifting class now.
Right. That's what I'm saying. So we've been working the heck out of them.
But what are they doing
year.
after school?
I would go out there in shorts and shoulder pads, teach them what's going on. You can get a little ahead. You can still get after each other a little bit, but just not as much, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Now. And I'm like you. In the old days, I was like, no, we got to have it. You got to do this. And we beat the hell out of them. You got to have it. Then as I've grown, I've watched it. The rules have changed. What do you think? You were head coach. It's just me. It's my opinion.
Well, I grew up in Ohio. We didn't have spring football. And when I moved to Florida, I thought they were kidding. I said, because I played college football, which we had spring football, and I said, wait a minute now, I'm going to be coaching high school, and you guys are spring football and they're full contact, the whole shebang, everybody's going, yeah. And they're sitting at me with a straight, I almost thought they were kidding. They're sitting with a straight face, and I'm going, I can be a smart aleck, and I'm going like, really? And I kind of grew into it, but I don't think you need it either. I really don't, especially now where you're allowed to work out pretty much all year. And like at Arnold, we had the kids for an hour and a half every day. Every day.
How many state championships we win?
Lifting weights and that.
Yeah.
There comes a point where this is just me now. I think it can be overkill. And the other thing that you got to remember too, I don't know what it's like in other states, but Florida has regulated how much tackle time, live tackling, you have to put it on your plan.
Yeah.
From here to and whatever you do, don't call it nutcracker or don't call it something dangerous, because some lawyer's going to come back. Well, sir, why did you have that run thing called the ball buster drill or whatever, and somebody got hurt? Yeah. And then you're out of luck.
Kyle, every spring I had them sign a paper that we went over the proper tackling.
Yep.
Procedure.
We used to film it.
We ain't gonna lose everything we had because a kid ducked his head and broke his neck.
Right.
That happens.
Yeah.
So we did that. That's the first. Everybody signed it. You understand it. We went over it, and we kept that on file. And you're a young coach out there now. I do the exact same thing because they can see you over anything. It's not so much the families; it's the lawyers that find it.
And whatever you do, don't name your drills crazy stuff. Keep it
our
5-on-5, 4-on, whatever it is, and keep it non-crazy.
Yeah, when we were at Methodist University, even the all the new freshmen coming in, they were like, "We don't care how you tackled in high school. Like, we're going to show you the proper way to do it." And so the first full week was conditioning and proper technique.
All those years your dad coached, did they have spring football? I don't think they did.
I don't think they. No.
Yeah, it didn't. So it didn't really affect them either.
But I agree with you about the whole shells thing and learning the playbook.
Yeah.
Maybe going back through and watching film from last year and seeing.
You have some contract
improve.
just limited. I just don't think the old days spring football in college, they went out there trying to find if you can play, and try to get if you couldn't. Let's make sure he's not welcome, and then they try to get more people. And that's what they run you off.
Well, they want to see your gains, I guess, right?
Yeah, they want and see in high school. We had to find out who could play too, and I had that mindset. We worked the crap out of them, but over the years, I kind of backed off on some of that. And other kids are playing baseball, track, basketball. They're worn out on the beach. Here, it was hard, man. They were all thinking about the beach and going to the beach like everybody else. They'd been out there 2 or 3 hours in the afternoon in that heat practicing. But they did.
I think it's different in high school and college too, because in high school, well, again, it's changed now. You have a limited amount of athletes, of guys like we knew certain guys could play whether they ever had one day of practice at spring football or not. And you definitely don't want to get those guys hurt. So in high school, it's kind of like, why are you going to try to hurt all you guys just to prove that you're a macho or, by God, we hit every day? Okay, well, that's great. Well, Johnny just hurt his knee, there's a fine line there, especially with high school, because you only have X amount of players.
And we would work really the younger ones a lot,
and you
trying to develop them.
You stop and think back, we were on 2 teams. We were fortunate enough to have 2 undefeated teams in '93 at Cape Coral, 2003 here at Arnold. We didn't have big meat grinder practices where guys were just going full go for an hour and a half.
No.
We didn't.
We had an inside period, last about 15 minutes, and we worked live fronts going against each other. And then we used to have 2. Here's another thing I never thought in my life would go away that's gone. Is 2-a-days.
Yep.
I mean, you got to be kidding me. That's part of life. You always had 2-a-days. That's the hardest thing about football, I thought. Those are gone in college. I think they're gone in high school, too. I don't think you can do it in high school anymore either. So that's gone.
I don't know, but I would.
So I think one day I could see spring football going away.
Yeah.
And I got the point I was leading all this up to ask you guys about this. But Jane said, "Shut up," so I'm going to just shut up. We'll get back. We'll come back to this. But no, I like what you said. I get it. I'm with you. But the way things have changed now, and these transfers and everything else, and everybody throwing the football, titty blocking and throwing the ball to the field.
Pretty much.
Go back and run midline, run some veer, run some traps. I guarantee you win some ball games. You can control the clock. All right, this is something I want to cover. These people, we've had them on the show before. They do an incredible job. Their organization is called Starfish. What they do is bring kids with cancer to the beach that are in really bad shape. They help out. Well, they're giving a fundraiser for them. The only reason I mention this is because it's helping kids and fundraisers. I know the people, and he dresses up like a Santa Claus and stuff. And we'll have him on during Christmas too. But they're having one of their fundraisers. It's going to be at the Salty Goat. It's going to be April 26th between 12 and 7, and everything's going to be going to them. They're going to have raffles there, happy hour, food and drink, everything at the Salty Goat. So if you could go there on April 26th, just remember a lot of that money is going to be going to the Starfish to help kids with cancer. So keep that in the back of your mind. I'll try to help them as we get closer to that. We'll do anything for kids. That's special. All right, let's talk about something. Kyle, let's start with you. Seriously, you do an incredible job. What people don't understand is it's not just about roofs. You can build and design anything, commercial, residential, hotels, schools. You can do it all. Talk about that.
Yeah, so TK Vandy is a state licensed contractor that's licensed, bonded, and insured. We're a general contractor as well as a roofing contractor. So we can also help you out with your insurance needs if you were to get one of those letters in the mail and from your insurance company saying, hey, your roof is about at the end of its lifespan. We can help you walk through the process and make sure that you're getting the best deal possible. And then if you also mention that you heard us from the Coach James Hale Show at ESPN Radio, Northwest Florida 104.3, you'll get a 10% discount as well. So give us a shout at 866-9908, 866-9908.
Question people really want to know, how's Cujo doing?
Cujo. Yeah, he's doing all right. The wife took him over.
Cujo. All right, Max Fit Sports Nutrition. You want to look better, feel better. Jason Kovaleski, where are you located? 23rd Street, Pier Park North. We'll be right back. 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida. We'll be right back.
South.
This just in. Get the latest sports news, scores, and updates from 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida. Follow us on Facebook for exclusive content, behind-the-scenes action, live streams, and the chance to interact with your favorite hosts.
Stay connected. Stay connected. Stay connected.
Join the conversation on Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram. Search for ESPN Northwest Florida and crush the follow button.
I follow you on social media.
We're always here to keep you in the game.
This is Anna with your latest forecast on ESPN Northwest Florida this Friday. For this afternoon and evening, some sun and a high of 78 with a moderate breeze around 13 miles per hour out of the south. Tonight, mostly clear skies with lows around 68. Tomorrow, mostly sunny and a temperature near 78. Moving into Sunday, about the same with a high of 75 and possible thunderstorms. This forecast is brought to you by Earthworks of Northwest Florida. Thank you for keeping that dial on ESPN Northwest Florida. Rely on it.
With over 4 decades in business, Instant Replay Sports Cards is happy to take your collection to the next level. All new hobby boxes, signed memorabilia and supplies, new and vintage cards and Pokemon. Buy, sell, and trade. They're an authorized source for Topps, Panini, Upper Deck, and Leaf cards. Instant Replay Sports Cards inside the Stanford Station on 23rd Street next to Academy Sports. Come see the bigger store and the larger inventory, or visit online, instantReplaySportsCards.com.
Hewitt Tire and Auto has been in business in Panama City forever. Locals taking care of locals. From the smallest to the largest vehicles, they do it all. But don't take my word for it. Listen to the experts.
Hewitt Tire and Auto, your certified AAA service center and hometown towing.
Visit them online at HewittTire.com.
On Airport Road in Panama City.
850-769-7323. Hewitt Tire and Auto Center and hometown towing.
I don't always talk to Alabama fans, but when I do, I ask for large fries. Now back to the Coach James Hale Show on 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida.
Derek Henry's 32.
Yeah.
All right. Welcome back. We got Kyle's back. We got Kyle back.
Guess who's back?
Kyle
back again.
is back. I'm loving it, man. Tell you what. You know what? I've been thinking in between break what you said. Let's keep spring football.
Let's keep it.
I started wimping out.
Shells, weights, know the plays.
Let's just do it. Let's
buy into the system.
Yeah, you taught me back into it.
I'm glad I could be of service, sir.
Yeah. But I still worry about him. All right, let's bring him on right now. I've known this young man. We raised him. He has done incredible things in his
Crushing
life.
it, dude.
Man, he's a highly. I don't think you guys realize how
Does he still have that show where he's hunting alligators?
Yes. Let me tell you something. This guy's incredibly intelligent. Seriously. His degree, he could do anything. Went to LSU, could have gone anywhere in the country, went to LSU, got his degree there. His kids, I think, got their degree from LSU. One was actually in the band. Great coach, great person, and highly, highly intelligent. Coach, how you doing this morning? Brian Norman. Let's give him a hand, y'all. Give him a hand. Good morning, sir. How are you doing?
Hey, good morning, guys. Thank you for that intro, James. It's great as always, man.
Let me tell you, tell everybody out there what you got your degree in at LSU.
My degree's in exercise physiology. I wanted to do cardiac rehab, but struggled finding a job in that field, and then the coaching bug bit me. So,
yes,
it's been great.
Yeah.
Did you go out to the bayous and hunt them gators like you used to in your younger days?
I haven't been in the bayous lately, but man, it was great growing up in that area. You talk about living on the bayou. I lived on right next door to the Chapalaya River, and it was fed by Bayou de Glaz, ran right into it. So we grew up, I remember being, a young kid, 10 years old, and we would just grab the boat, without our parents. It was just the kids out there in the bayou fishing and hunting and doing all the crazy stuff. So definitely had that bayou life growing up.
Brian, I want to ask you something. Kyle and I and Jim have been talking about it. Of course, Jim and I are a lot older than him, and we coached for a long, long time. And over the years, we kind of felt like spring football, do you really and truly have to have it or need it? Kyle kind of talked me back into it, but I was leaning towards you really don't need it. LSU just lost a stud, and we don't really know the last name, Gabe Relieford or something like that. Redshirt sophomore, 6'3", 265, tore his ACL. They say he might have missed the entire year. He played in all 13 games, 10 tackles in his freshman year in 2024. You've coached football, you've coached baseball. Do we really need spring football anymore, in your opinion? Now with the rule changes, we can practice year-round.
Yeah, I mean, talking with the new coach that just came in, Sean Maddox at Bozeman, spring's huge for him because, this is his first time to get to interact with his players, get to know them, and get to start putting in his system. So I think spring football is really, really important for building your program. I agree, and I've seen some injuries during spring football. that make you wish that you hadn't done it. But I think it's necessary. I think it's an important part of the program. I know for myself, with baseball, we play pretty much year round, summer ball, fall ball, and then the spring season is the one that counts. I had one of my seniors tore his labrum playing fall baseball, and I know, but I think fall balls, summer ball is hugely important for me to get to know my players. So I think spring football is a very important part of the program.
Okay, that you sold us, Jim. We're wrong. Okay. We're as old. We're old, lazy. We're ready to go back. We're ready to go back and get in it now. You've already you two both did a great job.
Hey, Coach, congratulations on your win last night against Bay High, 11-1. Looks like tonight you're playing South Walton. That's going to be
baby.
Yeah, y'all are sitting one in the district too, man. Your season. Sorry, I've been at the Straits of Hormuz for the last 30 days, so I'm just getting back into it.
You should see what he brought back.
You got some good stories.
I got 10% of it too.
But yeah, South Walton today. Great program they got. How do you feel about that match? Y'all are playing. What time today is?
Tonight.
Tonight at 6:30. Yep.
Yeah. Man, we can't wait for tonight. We've had a great week. We played Rutherford for senior night. We had I think we had 11 hits. Yeah, we had 11 hits against Rutherford. We had 14 hits last night at Bay. So our bats are on fire right now. And I tell you, man, our kids are so excited about the game tonight. We play at 6:30. We're getting at the field at 1 o'clock, and we're putting in work. We're taking batting practice. We're going to be at the field most of the day today, preparing for this game. But man, our kids are excited. Our coaches are excited. I can't wait for tonight's game.
Is Coleman Borthwick pitching for South Walton?
No, he threw earlier in the week. We kind of figure we're probably going to get Denton Lord tonight, and so he's phenomenal. So he throws 98. So we're going to be ramping up the pitching machine today and getting ready for it. So we're excited, man. It's going to be a great night for baseball.
Well, Coach, I'll tell you one thing. I'm looking at your schedule, and you're going to be finishing the season out on the 7th and the 9th with a series against Mosley. That's interesting. Final two games of the year. Have y'all typically done that in the past? I mean, how's that?
Doug talked about it yesterday. Yeah.
Oh, he did?
Yeah, talked about it. Yeah. Go ahead, Brian.
Yeah, I mean, when I took the helm at Bozeman, some of the schedule had already been made, especially the in-county games, and Bay, Rutherford, Mosley, those guys. So that was already on the schedule. And I looked at it, I was like, what are we doing? Playing Mosley the last week of the season, playing them twice. But as the season has progressed, I think it's a great idea because going into districts, going into playoffs, you look at our last 3 games of the season, we have South Walton, Mosley.
Yeah.
If that doesn't get you ready for the playoffs.
Nothing will.
We got to give credit to the coach that started this. That's Coach Jones at Arnold High School. He's the one that liked that, doing that. And he talked about that kind of forces you to see a different pitcher. You play a really good team early in the year and play them late, you still don't see that same guy. Now you're going to see somebody different. He's pretty sharp, yeah.
And when you go to districts, you're playing a series, right? Yes.
Well, it's a tournament. So for districts, it's a one game, but it's a one and done tournament.
Okay.
Hey, we got to get this. We got to get this cleared up right now. This is going to be an unbelievably huge crowd Friday night at Bozeman, South Walton, and there's a lot of talk, a lot of rumors, a lot of talk on the street. I tried to get Nick calmed down.
On them streets.
I know you and Nick don't get along very well, and I'm hearing y'all going to settle it on the field before the game.
Let's go.
Is that any truth to that?
Yeah, we're going to have a arm wrestling competition.
Let's go, dude.
He told me he's bringing an extra bat. I don't know. You better be prepared for something else.
No, I've been knowing Nick for a long time, been coaching against him, and Nick's a great guy. Nick and I get along great, and he's a lot of fun. He's a fierce competitor, and he's great to coach against. So. Yeah.
Brian, you said districts are coming up. We've probably talked about this during the season, but who is in your district? Who are you going to play?
So we're in 2A, Region 1, District 1. Our district is us, Mariana, Freeport, Destin and Pensacola Catholic. If you look at the rankings, FHSAA rankings right now, it looks like the first game is kind of like a buy-in game. That would be between Freeport and Mariana, and then the first semifinal game would be between the winner of that game and Pensacola Catholic. No, we would play the winner of that game, but the other game would be Pensacola Catholic versus Destin.
Because they're 3-2 in district. Yeah.
Have you played any of those district teams that you just mentioned this season, the regular season?
We've played Mariana, beat them twice. One of them was a really close game at their place. We played Destin, beat them twice. So those are the only two teams that we've played out of our district.
Brian, we got you kind of off subject. Could you hold over just a little bit longer? Because I'd like for you to talk. We didn't give you enough time to talk about the names of some of the players that are playing really well for you right now, and I want to make sure we get those kids. You got a few minutes you can stay on?
Yeah, today, with no school today, so...
Hell, where are you at? I thought you'd be here.
Yeah, why are you not here then?
Yeah, we need you present, Coach.
Did you not read that contract? Good Lord.
It's in the fine print.
The contract, this one, that's right.
All right, don't hang up. We're going to talk about some of our sponsors. We want to get you back on here, talk more about Bozeman. Today's Friday. It's Bozeman here on 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida. Kyle Vandergriff is back in the building.
TK Vandy.
Man, what he has done for this country, you'll never know. But it was big. It was big. It was really big. So big I can't find my commercials. Hey, J. Michael's Restaurant, the best seafood, ice cold beer, the legendary J. Michael's. All you spring breakers, they've been packed out, baby. You talking about great lunch, seafood. Today's special, crisp fish. It's really good. It's healthy. Grilled fish over better rice, peppers, onions, special sauce. Go check it out. You'll love it. You love shrimp. You love fried shrimp. That's the best you'll get anywhere. The legendary J. Michael's Restaurant. If you're over in Panama City or in Lynn Haven, Beef O'Brady's Lynn Haven. Pat Prino's the city commissioner over there. The guy is incredible, but his restaurant is unreal. They treat you like family. When you walk in, you love the people. They love you back. TVs everywhere. Great place to watch March Madness, to watch the Final Four, baseball games, you name it, right there, Beef O'Brady's Lynn Haven. You got a big party going on? What, you want to get wings and have it at your house? Yeah, Pat will do it. Call and tell them what number you want. They'll have it for you. Also, you're already over in Lynn Haven. Head on down and see Russ, Amber, and Patrick. You looking for jewelry? Kyle, you've been out of town. You brought in a load of money. You need to get down there and get them girls something. Your daughter, your dog.
They have a wish list down there that you can, like you can tell your daughter or your wife to go in and take a look at what they have and stuff like that, and they can kind of put it to the side. So when the dumb guys like myself go in there, they can say, hey, what did my daughter say she liked? It's very simple. They pull it up on the computer. They say, hey, this is some of the things she was looking at. They call it the wish list.
That's awesome, man.
Yeah, it's really cool.
I've got one for you, on me.
Yeah, just go ahead and put it down there.
Yeah. They already have. Go check it out. They're going to lead you the right way. Jim wants something too, by the way.
Get you a pinky ring like a boss.
No, I don't wear rings. I cannot have rings for some reason. Yeah. What are y'all laughing about? What the hell are you laughing about?
Like a boss.
Y'all are mean. Y'all are so rude.
That's a visual image.
Oh, my God. Anyway, we're talking about David Adams. Go check it out. You're glad you did. We'll be right back. Kyle Vandergriff, Jim Brandt, James in the glass, and then the legendary Brian Norman. Bozeman Day right here on 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida. What a game tonight. Southwalk. You will see two great baseball teams, great
both
coaches.
17-4.
Unbelievable. We'll be right back. 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida.
ESPN Northwest Florida presents Wrestling Against Cancer 11. Come see Nikita Koloff, women's matches, Callie Mann, Nelson Iser, Kelly Clark, and more. Wrestling Against Cancer at Bay Haven Charter Academy, Saturday, April 25th. Front row tickets $20, second row $15. General admission just $12. Kids 5 and under free. Doors open at 5, bell time 6:30. Proceeds go to Pam Clements Medical Expenses.
When it comes to building smart and roofing right, TK Vandy's is the name you can trust. They're your go-to for general contracting, design, build solutions, and top quality roofing. From concept to completion, they deliver excellence on time and on budget. Whether it's a custom build or a complex renovation, they've got you covered, literally. Call TK Vandy today and build something better together. TK Vandy, built with purpose, roofed with pride.
Discover the new Kia. Stop by Bill Bird Kia today and test drive the all-new 2026 Kia, where comfort, safety, and technology come together like never before. Explore the new 2026 SUV family that moves you and drive away in a new 2026 Seltos, Sportage, or Sorento that are built to inspire every journey. Craving performance? Feel the thrill in the luxurious 2026 Kia K5 sedan, crafted for power, style, and you. And for innovation that sparks excitement, check out the 2026 all-electric Kia EV9, a modern masterpiece that's fast-charging, rugged, and roomy. Bill Bird Kia is the original 20-year, 200,000-mile warranty. It's the peace of mind that you can trust. Visit us at 2435 East 15th Street, Panama City, or online at BillBirdKia.PanamaCity.com. Bill Bird Kia, your local community dealer. The 20-year, 200,000-mile warranty is a Bill Bird Kia warranty. See dealer for details.
Now back to the Coach James Hale Show.
I'm not prepared. I really am not prepared at all. I hope you won't judge me on one email I sent 10 years ago.
My apartment smells of rich mahogany.
Live from the J. Michael Studio.
Not after spicy or food
104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida.
Florida State, Florida State, Florida State. Woo! FSU Update. It's brought to you by Newbies. Get out with one of the 4 Newbies. Have a great time. Charlotte's got the best entertainment, the mothership. Unbelievable what she's got her lineup this spring. You're going to have a great time every single night there. Newbies to the curve. Go watch all the games. Kathy does a great job for her, too. Will, all of them done do a great job. All right, we got Brian Norman. We will probably back up the FSU update a little bit later, but we got to get Brian Norman back in here. It is Bozeman Day. Coach, I want to hear the names. Your team is incredible. This game is huge now. If you want to see an unbelievable baseball game, 2 of the top coaches in the Southeast, 2 of the top teams in the state, hell, I'll say in the country. You want to see great baseball, you go to Bozeman tonight, and it's going to be a huge crowd. Get there early. Get out to Beef Brazen and Lindhaven before you go. Have a great time. Coach, give us some names of some of your players are playing well for you.
Yeah, I've got a sophomore, Gavin Griswold, and going into the season, I was like, I don't know if he's ready for varsity baseball, but he's leading the team in batting average right now. He's hitting .436, just doing a phenomenal job. Really proud of him. But the guy that is really a guy, Zach Flitcraft, one of my seniors, one of my 9 seniors. Interesting stat, Zach has more extra base hits than he does singles this year. He's got 11 singles.
That's amazing.
He's got 8 doubles, 3 triples, and 4 home runs. He hit a bomb against Rutherford. This is a really cool stat also. His home run against Rutherford on senior night was the 4th year in a row that a senior has hit a home run for Bozeman on senior night. Really cool stat there.
Nice.
So Zach's doing great. I've got the Goodwin twins, Alex and Austin. They are doing phenomenal. Alex is right now 356. Austin is hitting 327. So we've got a lot of guys hitting up there in average. And then, we have some guys like Lane Hathaway who struggled early in the year. And when you look at Lane's average, it's not all that great, but, man, his bat has really come on fire lately. Last night he had a phenomenal game. I think he went 2 for 2 with a couple of RBIs. And so we're getting hot at the right time. Our bats are really, really doing well. Zach Flitcraft is actually starting the game as pitcher tonight. He's just really done a phenomenal job. So these kids are really playing good baseball right now.
Remind everybody right now where you ranked in the state rankings for the playoffs are concerned.
So we are 31 overall in the state of Florida. We're 8 in 2A, and we're 4 in our region. Man, our region is really, really tough. We were 3rd in our region, but we got jumped by Trinity Catholic. When you look at our region, we are probably the only public school in the top 25 in 2A. And our region is tough. We have to play, if the playoffs were today, we would play Bowles out of Jacksonville, who's a really, really tough team. But they're the number 5 seed right now, and we're the number 4 seed. So, there's no easy road through the playoffs for us, but you look at who we're playing right now. We're playing South Walton. We're playing Mosley twice. we're going to be used to that type of game by the time it gets time for playoffs. So we're confident that we can make a run at it.
Speaking of South Walton, now, again, that game tonight, if you want to see great baseball, where are they ranked in the state of Florida?
I'm not sure. I think they got beat by not Trinity, but I think they're number 2, number 3, something like that. So they're in the top 5.
Yeah, so you won't see better baseball anywhere in the state, and that you can see at Bozeman tonight. Unbelievable.
Yeah.
What time the gates open up tonight?
So we have a JV game starting at 4:00. So a lot of people start getting there around 3:00. We'll fire up the grill and have the burgers and the French fries and everything coming out of the concession stand probably about 3:30. And then JV plays at 4. Varsity plays around 6:30, depending on the timing of when that JV game's. Usually it starts more around 6:45, but between 6:30 6:45 we should be first pitch for that varsity game.
Since it's Bozeman Day, before we get you out of here today, talk about the new football coach. Well, I haven't met him yet. I've heard great things about him. Talk about him and how he's doing. What's his name? Tell everybody his name.
Sean Maddox. He's a young guy coming over from Mosley. I really like the guy. He's doing a really good job, man. When I talk to the players, they're excited. They're working really hard in the weight room. And they're very excited about what he's doing. They like him a lot. So I think Sean's going to do a great job over at Bozeman. He seems to be a good fit with our kids. They get along great with him, and they're enjoying their time with him, which is important.
Is this his head? Kyle,
this is his first head coaching job. Yeah, he was under Whidden for the last 5 years.
Oh, he learned from a great one. I'll tell you what, that's a great one right there.
Yeah, and Coach Whidden has actually said on your show and the Local Sports Podcast that it's only a matter of time before Coach Maddox leaves to start his head coaching career. 32, 4, maybe.
Awesome, man. That's awesome.
I know he's much younger than me.
Well, I tell you what, I know one.
A lot younger than you.
They got a great combination of head coaches. The baseball coach is incredible over there. Coach, you take care of yourself, buddy. Good luck to you. That's a good. Tell Nick I said hey.
I'll do it, and we appreciate you guys having us on.
Thanks, Coach.
Say again. I couldn't hear you. What'd you say?
By the bayou. Who that?
James, I owe you a lot, man. Bringing me to Florida and everything else. You've been great. I love your family, and it's just appreciate everything you've done for me. So.
I like hearing that often.
Pat you on the back.
All right, buddy. We love you, man. Take care.
Thanks, Coach.
Bye, buddy. All right, let's talk about FSU, Jim. We got plenty of time. You can come back and talk when we get through. Take your time. Get it all in.
What you got for us, Coach?
I've been focusing on baseball and softball because they're doing so well, but I'm not going to talk about them today so much. I'm going to talk more about the quarterback because everybody, when you talk about any football team, high school, college, says, well, who's your quarterback? You could have an all-pro at every position, but if you have Humpty Dumpty playing quarterback, your team's going to suck.
Yeah.
So you got to have somebody at quarterback who can play. Well, for Florida State, the two choices are Ashton Daniels, who played last year at Auburn. We're going to focus a lot on him. And a redshirt freshman, I think, Kevin Sperry. We'll talk a little bit about him, too. So I didn't really – I know the names, but that's about it because I'm an Ohio State guy. I don't follow Florida State like I used to when I knew who all the players were back with Bobby Bowden. So I looked up Ashton Daniels. I didn't realize this. His college career started at Stanford in 2022. Mm-hmm. I'm thinking, well, I thought he was at Auburn. Well, he was. But he was at Stanford for 3 years. The first year he only played a little bit. He was 5 or 6 throwing the ball, so probably just mop up against someone. Then he threw the ball a lot in 2023 and 2024 at Stanford for about 4,000 yards and ran for like 800 yards. I mean, he was really good running and throwing the ball. But obviously Stanford doesn't get a lot of national play, especially in the panhandle of Florida. So I didn't know much about him. And then he went to Auburn, and for the last couple of years we always say, well, Auburn's quarterback, they just got a quarterback who could play. Just get a quarterback, but they had the kid from Michigan State, I can't remember his name, Hugh Freeze had him in their quarterback. Well, come on, Kyle, help me out. Who was the quarterback? The white guy.
Yeah. No. Jackson Arnold? No.
No.
That
was Oklahoma. But anyway, the guy at Auburn wasn't doing very much. Wasn't making maybe plays. So they changed to Daniels last year. I'm talking about Auburn now. So I looked up how he did against Auburn. He started 4 games at Auburn, and here's who he played against. He beat Arkansas 33-24, lost to Kentucky 10-3, lost to Vandy in overtime 45-38, and lost to Alabama 20-27. So he played against really good people. Didn't have a great record. So why am I saying all this time about Ashton Daniels? Because that's who Florida State is going to more or less rest their hopes on coming up. I mean, talk about the other guy real quick. And the other guy is a guy named Kevin Sperry, who doesn't have nearly as much.
Yeah, it was Jackson Arnold.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, it was Jackson Arnold.
Okay, that's
okay.
Who went to 3 different high schools. And I got to be honest, I'm an old coach. I'm an old timer. I saw you. That kind of set the alarm bell off me. I'm talking about Sperry now. 3 high schools in 3 years. 1 in Oklahoma. No, 1 in Texas. Then he goes to Oklahoma, and I think he won a state championship in Oklahoma. Left there and went somewhere in Texas, and obviously did very well. Then he committed to Oklahoma, the Sooners. And then he flipped and came to Florida State. And I'm thinking, man, talk about the nature of athletics. I mean, this guy has only played like a year in college, and already he's been in 2 different programs, 3 different high schools. It's like, man, I don't know if that's the guy you're going to count on. I don't know how much longer he'll be around. So we've talked about this a lot, about all kind of programs, but like, what's your take on it? I mean, can you put your team on a guy who's in 5 years has played at 4 different schools, high school and college, or a guy who's played 3 different ones and played some pretty big time competition? I don't know.
So here's my look on that. As far as transfers, and you really have to look at this now, and I keep saying Wild Wild West, but you have to look at it now as a year by year. There's no more farming these kids. There's no more cultivating. There's no more cultivating a culture of success. That's done. So you got to look at it from a year to year standpoint. And as far as I'm concerned, if Sperry doesn't start this year, he's in the portal. He's gone.
Yeah, probably.
All right, let's take a break.
His history would say that. Yeah.
We'll come back and finish up with this and talk about some other things that are going on. Let's talk about some great people, man. We already talked about Jay Michaels. Now let's talk about Dr. Ward. Listen to him every Wednesday, 7:30, right here at ESPN Northwest Florida. He is the best at what he does. We got the elites on here in Bay County that advertise here. Dr. Ward's incredible. I've talked to 3 other guys within a week that he operated on. Everything like I'm saying, they say the exact same thing. He's incredible. He went and got mine out the first time. I didn't have to get shot again, had to get sewed up again. He did everything the first time. He's incredible. Not a lot of doctors can't do that. Of course, he graduated from Florida. He's highly intelligent, wonderful man. Offices throughout the Panhandle of Florida. Skin cancer is deadly. It can be deadly. Women, skin cancer, breast cancer, you got to take care of yourself. If it doesn't look right, feel right, all it takes is 5 minutes. If you're listening right now, there's an office near you. Make sure you call Dr. Ward and make an appointment and see him. See the best. Listen to him every Wednesday, 7:30, right here on ESPN Northwest Florida. Also, Stevenson Air Conditioning. We don't care if it's hot. We don't care if it's cold because we got local. We got Jason. Jason Stevenson graduated from Mosley High School, started this business. They've expanded throughout the Panhandle of Florida. The most honest, hard-working guy out there. Everybody that uses them swears by them. If you have a problem anytime, day or night, call Stevenson Air Conditioning. Nobody else. Locals taking care of locals. That's what Stevenson Air Conditioning is. We're right back. 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida. Jim Brandt, Kyle Vandergriff, Big James, Brian Norman, Bozeman Day, Bozeman South Wall tonight, 6:30, Bozeman High School. Go watch 2 great baseball teams.
Atlanta Braves baseball is back.
Swing and a drive. That's hammered deep right. He jumped on one and hits a homer.
We're your exclusive radio home for the Atlanta Braves.
At the wall. It is gone. A grand slam for Acuna.
Hear every exciting home run, every strikeout, and every thrilling victory on 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida.
This is Anna with your latest forecast on ESPN Northwest Florida this Friday. For this afternoon and evening, some sun and a high of 78 with a moderate breeze around 13 miles per hour out of the south. Tonight, mostly clear skies with lows around 68. Tomorrow, mostly sunny and a temperature near 78. Moving into Sunday, about the same with a high of 75 and possible thunderstorms. This forecast is brought to you by Earthworks of Northwest Florida. Thank you for keeping that dial on ESPN Northwest Florida. Rely on it.
Looking for patriotic apparel that actually means something? Come visit Bales of Blue in the heart of Lynn Haven on Ohio Avenue. We carry top brands like Run Style and Nine Line, plus our own line of patriotic gear made for those who serve. Discounts for military and first responders because service deserves recognition. Stop by today on Ohio Avenue in Lynn Haven or shop online at balesofblue.com. Bales of Blue, patriotic apparel, gifts, and gear built for those who serve.
Get ready to connect. ESPN Northwest Florida is proud to welcome and feature the newest additions to our Panama City Beach Chamber family.
Welcome to the Beach Chamber. 7 Brew Coffee. Excellent. Bales of Blue. Core Finish Group. And Express Tire and Auto Service.
Step in, grow, and connect with the community that celebrates your achievements.
Congratulations from ESPN Northwest Florida.
And the Panama City Beach Chamber of Commerce, reaching Bay County and beyond.
The Coach James Hale Show is live and local from the J. Michaels studio.
Boss, I got good news and bad news.
What's the bad news?
Your hat's on fire.
What?
ESPN Northwest Florida.
And welcome back. 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida. All right, we got Jeff Spiegel coming on at 8 o'clock about Alabama-Auburn. We were talking to break about FSU, and Jim and I were really kind of surprised that FSU decided not to play NIT, and we felt like that was a mistake. I thought they should have kept on playing. They were playing pretty well at the end of the year. Now, Auburn, they decided to go in there and play. Guess what? They win it. The whole outlook for Auburn basketball is a lot better now than what it was when they got beat in the SEC tournament. What was the, I can't see it. What was the score?
Mosley beat Crestview 10-0.
Okay, good. Yep. Doug Lee. Yes, sir, baby. Anyway, Kyle, if you're playing well at the end of the year and you get a chance to keep on playing,
100%.
Why would you not go play in NIT?
Well, I mean, I think that one, that's ridiculous because that propels the momentum for the next year as well as recruiting. You know, and the more you're out there, the more you're playing, the more you're on TV, even though it's the NIT tournament, the sports fanatics, everybody watches, you know? Yeah. So why not give the most spotlight you can for your team and your players? I think it's an absolute absurd answer to say no. Thanks, but no thanks.
Right.
You know, and then you look at Auburn, like you said.
They win it.
They go in and they win it.
Yeah.
And now it's like they've got
something
full wind in their
on.
sails
Yes,
now.
There you go.
You know?
I'm with you, brother. Let's take this phone call. Good morning, Coach. Hello?
Anybody there? Anybody home?
Yes, sir.
Who is this?
Arnold High School.
What do you say?
Arnold High School.
Oh, hey, Coach.
Oh,
hey,
nice.
how you doing? How you doing?
Can you hear us, Coach? If not,
Yes, sir. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. Now, go ahead, sir.
Yes, sir. Good morning. How are you, sir?
We're doing great. How you doing?
Oh, good. Pleasure to be on the show this morning. Just wanted to send a shout-out to the Arnold flag football ladies team that won the
sir.
Let's go.
county champions. We are
Yes,
hyped,
sir.
and we are big things happening in Arnold High School right now.
That's awesome, man.
That's the first annual, right? That's the inaugural
first season.
Yeah.
Yes. I'm sorry, but who's on the phone? Who am I talking to?
This Coach Kimbrell, strength and conditioning coach,
Yeah.
assistant
Yes,
for Arnold High
sir.
School.
Yes, sir. Good job. Talk about that Tanya's daughter, Benedictus. How did she do?
Oh man, outstanding.
Tell
All
everybody her
season
name.
long.
Tell everybody her first name.
Angelica.
Angelica Benedictus. Yeah, so that's great. So everything's moving well.
Absolutely. They've been exciting to watch all season long. And the coaches, shout out to the coaches. They've done a great job this year, just watching them in practice and everything, and just really organized. Outstanding job this year.
How are
It
they
takes a lot to
structuring the
start a new
district?
program from the ground up. Pardon me, sir?
How are they structuring the district?
The district goes all the way. They're playing Tallahassee this year, Tallahassee teams also. So the football districts have been extended to the flag as well.
Oh, wow. Okay, that makes sense.
That's awesome. Y'all do the championship the first round. Who'd you play and beat for the championship?
Hello.
Can you hear us, Coach?
It must be the metal roof.
Who?
Niceville?
Yeah, Mosley. Mosley High
okay.
School.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Tommy Oliver. Yes, sir.
I love it. My granddaughter, I want her to play that. I want her to play that. Oh, by the way, Surfside had their cheerleading tryouts yesterday, and Leighton Hale made it.
Let's go.
Yes, sir. Leighton, good job.
Atta
Good
way.
job. Yes, sir. All right, man. Anything else going on over there? Everything good?
That's it. We're getting ready to roll into spring football. Very excited. Got a lot of participation in Arnold, and we're growing. The area's growing, and great to have Coach Griffin back full time. Everything ready to go, and we're moving.
Tell Coach we said hello. Well, talk about the new principal. Who's the new principal over there?
So he's done a great job at Rutherford, turning that school around, and we're very excited just to have someone in the building and getting everything rolling. He seems like he's very organized and just going to follow the rules, and we're going to bring the standards up and put the A back in Bay for sure.
Yeah, he's from Montgomery, Alabama, so you know he's outstanding.
Absolutely. But I've had a chance to talk to him and meet with him, and everyone's on the same page. And just as far as raising our standards, we know that our
his phone's going out, but it's Dr. Todd Mitchell is who he's
Todd Mitchell,
Dr. Todd Mitchell.
From Montgomery, Alabama. An Alabama boy. Montgomery, Alabama. Hey, listen, we appreciate the call. Good luck to you. We'll talk to you soon. Thank you, Coach, for calling.
Thank you, Coach. Appreciate your time. Thank you.
Sir. Bye-bye. How much time we got, James?
Looks like we got about 4 minutes.
Oh, good. Okay.
I think you may have been under the metal roof or something like that, and so it's a little spotty on the reception.
There are 6 teams in college football that Josh Pate thinks is the 6 toughest schedules. It's really focused on the beginning of the year, and then he said tough altogether. Here are their top 6. I don't know if we agree with them or not. We'll start this, and then we'll come back to it once we get through with Jeff Spiegel. The number 1 is Oklahoma. 3 of the first 5 games against Power 4 opponents. They got at Michigan, and at the end of that cycle there, that run, they're at Georgia. They got Oklahoma they got Texas in October 10th. So they're playing 3 really good football teams at the beginning of the year. I kind of agree with that.
Yeah, I mean, you got an SEC schedule. It's real tough, and then
Georgia,
you got some
Texas,
Big Ten teams.
Yeah,
I mean, it's
Michigan.
Yeah, that's a tough schedule.
I agree with that. At the beginning of the season, I think that's really tough. USC, Southern Cal. I don't know if this is all at the beginning or not. They got Oregon, Washington, at Rutgers. Now, they over in the West Coast playing a couple games. You got to go all the way across the country, play Rutgers. They got Ohio State, Indiana. Yeah, that's pretty difficult.
Yeah, and that's real tough doing an East Coast West Coast thing too. That takes
it's
a mental toll as well.
LSU, they open with Clemson at home at Ole Miss. That's going to be an unbelievable football game. Atmosphere of that's going to be unbelievable. What will they throw at Lane Kiffin? Who knows? They got Texas A&M early in the year, so there's pretty difficult too. That's 3 pretty good programs right there. The Texas Longhorns, week 2, they got the Ohio State Buckeyes. They got Oklahoma early in the year and the rest of their schedule. Yeah, FSU made the list. They got SMU week 1. Watch out. But FSU plays really well week 1. They did last year anyway, but SMU's pretty good. They're at Alabama, Virginia. Heck, they also got Louisville on a Friday night. They're at Miami. They got Clemson. So their schedule's difficult also, no doubt about that. Number 6 was Colorado, Dion. Week 1 at Georgia Tech. They're at Baylor, and of course we all know Baylor's coach is fighting for his job. So that's what he felt like, the 6 teams beginning of the year.
Yeah, I don't know about Colorado being in that, but I think maybe I don't know, Florida.
Yeah, I'd have to look.
Ohio State.
I will say this: looking at Florida, it is a lot easier this year compared. Well,
last year was
easier.
nasty.
I wouldn't say it's a lot. It's easier. Yeah. Kyle, let's talk about your business. Where are you located? How can they get up with you?
Yeah, absolutely. We're located on 1132 Northeast Avenue. You can stop by, come talk to me if you have any issues or just want to talk about maybe do an addition or building a house, we have a residential division, we have a commercial division if you're looking to expand your business, and we can help you with that. And then we also have the state and government side that we do a lot of work with. I'm sure a lot of people see my signs all over the place. But yeah, give me a shout. 866-9908. Straits of Hormuz. We're on a tanker out there.
It's incredible what he's doing. We'll break the news one day. Local, let's talk about Steve's Bike Shop. You talking about local. Kyle's local. His family's local. Legendary family, Vinaigrette family. Same thing with Steve Bertishaw, swim coach at Mosley. They've been in business since 1979. You want a bike, there's only one place to go. That's Steve Bertishaw. That's Steve's Bike Shop. They got electrical bikes, new and used. They deal with you. Don't waste your money on some bike at some national store. You bring it home, the tire's already flat. They never get pumped up. Go to Steve's Bike Shop. Get the best from Steve's Bike Shop. You'll be glad you did. Turf Pro Pest Control, they got their tax special going on right now. Listen to this. You sign up before April 15th. The first yard spray is free. Also, in-house spraying for bugs, free. And the yard, getting rid of the insects there. You can't beat that. Saving a lot of money. Listen to Patrick every Monday right here on ESPN Northwest Florida. We get back to Jeff Spiegel. Be right back.
Jeffrey.
They've got the heat, and we've got the call.
And he is toast. Swung on and missed.
With Chris Sale leading the charge and Spencer Strider bringing the fire back to the mound.
It is a 1-2-3 shutdown inning for Chris Hale.
The rotation is locked and loaded for 2026.
Struck him out. Went down and away with a nasty splitter.
Hear every masterpiece and every high heat save on your home for the Atlanta Braves. 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida.
This is Anna with your latest forecast on ESPN Northwest Florida this Friday. For this afternoon and evening, some sun and a high of 78 with a moderate breeze around 13 miles per hour out of the south. Tonight, mostly clear skies with lows around 68. Tomorrow, mostly sunny and a temperature near 78. Moving into Sunday, about the same with a high of 75 and possible thunderstorms. This forecast is brought to you by Earthworks of Northwest Florida. Thank you for keeping that dial on ESPN Northwest Florida. Rely on it.
Ready to dance? Right now on Hard Rock Bet, new customers get paid double winnings on your first 10 bets, and we'll keep you dancing all tourney with 2 profit boosts for every day of hoops. That's right, all customers can get a parlay profit boost and a live bet profit boost from now till they cut down the nets. Double winnings, daily dancing boosts, only on Hard Rock Bet.
Offered by the Seminole Tribe of Florida, must be 21 plus and physically present in Florida to wager. Terms and conditions apply. Concerned about your gambling? Call or text 1-833-PLAY-WISE.
WGSX Lynn Haven, WVLQ Port St. John. ESPN Northwest Florida.
The legendary Pepper's Mexican Grill and Cantina, home for the most popular drink specials in town and now on the beach. Enjoy 2-for-1 house margaritas and draft beer all day, every day. 10% off on Military Mondays, and Tuesdays kids eat free with an adult. Pepper's Mexican Grill and Cantina, now with 2 locations. Back Beach next to Home Depot and Highway 77.
Welcome to It's the Coach James Hale Show.
But I believe diversity is an old wooden ship that was used during the Civil War era.
Live from the J. Michael Studio at 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida.
Oh, Tide Roll Alabama updates brought to you by Stevenson Air Conditioning. They're there for you anytime, day or night. Stevenson Air Conditioning, #1 locals taking care of locals throughout the Panhandle of Florida. That is Stevenson Air Conditioning. Get it serviced twice a year, right before summer, right before winter. It'll run better. Your power bill goes down. It lasts longer. If you got an old one, get rid of it. It's one of the few things you can purchase, pay for yourself over a period of time, because your power bill's cut almost in half. Stevenson Air Conditioning, #1. Not even close. We've got to talk about it before we bring on a legend. We got to talk about this beautiful young lady, Mia. But
Benedictus, not Angelica.
Yes,
Mia.
Mia. That's Jeff and Tanya's beautiful daughter. She broke my heart, though. Well, I can't say that because half my family did the same thing. She was going to go to the university. She's a great flag football player. Jeff, you need to listen to this. She wouldn't visit the University of Alabama. She thought that's where she wanted to go. They've been to games, great atmosphere, everything. Then she wouldn't visit Auburn. Guess where she's going?
Southern Miss?
Auburn.
Well, maybe she wants to be an engineer.
Mia, what are you thinking?
Maybe she wants to be a good engineer. They got a
or
phenomenal
veterinary.
program.
Be a vet.
Great vet school.
No, Auburn, if you've been up there, seriously, it's gorgeous.
Beautiful.
It's gorgeous. I get it. I have half the family went to Alabama, the half went to Auburn. The ones that cared about the academics went to USM, Southern Mississippi, Harvard, the South. Anyway, let's bring him on, the legend. If you ever watch Saturdays Down South, ESPN, Game Day, whatever, you've heard the voice.
Zone.
Yeah, Twilight Zone.
Yeah.
You've heard the voice. You've seen that pretty face. The guy's incredible. Jeff Spiegel. Jeff, how you doing this morning?
Sesame Street. I'm all over the place.
Yeah. Blues Clues.
Barney.
Sesame Street. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. All right, man, let's get into it. Speaking of basketball, the Final Four, Nate Oates is up there. There's still talk about him going to North Carolina. Is that going to would he be the number one choice?
No, I don't think he'd be the number one choice. I mean, right now I'm hearing a lot of traffic about the Arizona coach.
Yeah.
You know,
he's not happy with the AD. Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm hearing a lot of that. I think when it comes to Nate Oates in North Carolina, I mean, I think that ship has sailed, to borrow a quote from another story. But I just don't think it doesn't sound like a right fit for North Carolina in terms of, his personality, his style, and all of that, and maybe the style they want to play with at Carolina or whatever. I don't know what it is, but it just doesn't look like it's a good fit for him. So I don't think Alabama fans need to worry about that.
Jeff, the Arizona coach, I get where he's coming from. He is him and the athletic director are button heads. Seems like I worked for an athletic director, and it's just like it was one of the first female athletic directors also, and it seemed like they got too much into my personal business, trying to tell me what to do, stepping in athletically and stuff. I get where he's coming from. Those things, you got to be on the same page,
Yeah, you do. You absolutely do. Yeah. And listen, this is not. I've got Arizona in my bracket, like to win the championship. So this is not the week for him and the AD to be butting heads. He needs to be focused on winning games.
Yeah,
he's got 2 more games for me to win this incredibly large pot of money, and I need him to focus on his business.
Absolutely. All right, Alabama quarterback race. What are you hearing? I think we're in great shape. I think we got 3 great players up there playing quarterback. I really do. Either one of them that starts at quarterback room in great shape. I still think Russell's the best pick overall. Younger, can run and throw. He's the whole package. I think he's special. What are you hearing? What do you think? Who's going to be the quarterback at Alabama?
Well, I think DeBoer and Ryan Grubb are kind of playing this close to the vest right now. And there's a scrimmage today, this morning actually, and or this afternoon, I think. And then DeBoer's going to speak afterwards, somewhere in the neighborhood of 4. I don't expect to hear any big news about that. I mean, in most situations, the coaches let this play out through the spring and probably into the fall, for a week or 2, before they make a choice. But Russell has always been my betting favorite. But, it all comes down to the scrimmages are crucial. And reportedly, both of them played pretty well last Friday. And so we'll see if they take positive steps today and see what DeBoer has to say about it. Didn't really reveal that much last Friday, in terms of that, and I don't expect any huge news today, in fact.
What about the running game? Are they hearing the talk? Do they know the people are upset? I mean, they're coaches. They're smart. His philosophy seems like to throw the ball over the field. That's what he's kind of done where he's been. But you got to win, I think, a championship in the SEC. You got to be able to run the football, finish games, control the clock at some point of the game. What are you hearing about the running game? That concerns the offensive line, the running backs. What are you hearing of those 2 groups there?
Well, one of the things that you always heard last year was, the short passing game, is just as good as a run. It's not. It's not. Look, I mean, you've been watching football for a long time, just as long as I have, and one thing about football has never changed. If you can line up and you can physically whip the guys on the defensive line, that sends a message to them that this is going to be a long day, buddy, and we're going to be in your face the whole day. And you got to physically knock people on their butts and run the football. I mean, you saw what Indiana did, to Alabama last year in that game, and the balance, that they had. If you don't have that balance, I mean, people talk about, well, how long is Hale and DeBoer going to make it at Alabama? It's only going to be one more year if they can't run the football. Because I think one more year of not being able to run the football is really going to, fans' patience is going to be, at an end. Would you agree with that?
Oh, there's no doubt. There's no doubt.
I would.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've been saying it the last 2 months that we're not a physical football team. And if we're not a physical, disciplined football team, and he's not the right fit, he's not the guy. And I just looked at the games they lost in, how we looked unprepared. The SEC championship game was even if you lose a close game, or if you lose a game and you're actually physical in that game, it's still bad to lose, but you can kind of live with it. But when you get physically beat up, it looks like you're not. The Florida State game week 1, we didn't look like we knew what we were doing. Out of shape, not physical, and then you go to the SEC championship game and got embarrassed, and then what Indiana did. And then go back to year 1 of what we saw in the bowl game. You can't survive it. I don't think, maybe I'm wrong about Alabama, but I don't think you can keep a job performing like that. They've got to be consistent. They've got to be a physical football team. I don't know what they do in the weight room anymore.
Well, and as you know, if you can't run the football and those edge rushers know you can't run the football, then, you're dead meat.
Right.
And that's why, Ty Simpson was beat up at the end of the year, is because they couldn't run the football and the edge rushers just kind of had their way. And, so that's going to be critical for the success of their season and whether Hale and DeBoer hangs around another year.
And another thing that kind of gets you concerned, you look who won the Super Bowl and who was their offense coordinator the year before, and what could they not do there? Run the ball. He's gone. What happens? They win the Super Bowl. So a lot of those things are sticking out. I think it's a critical year, too. I think he needs to do well. And the schedule's Jeff, don't you agree with this, that the SEC fans have got to kind of change their mindset, though? Even Georgia, Texas, we're not going to see teams going 12-0 in the SEC when you add one more SEC game. I just think it's too tough.
Well, and look, and I get it. I get the fact that, you want to play like an entertaining style, and you want to get wide receivers, and you want to throw the football and all that, and you want to have home run threats and all that stuff. But man, if you can't crank out a consistent running game week in and week out, then that's not very entertaining either.
No, I tell you another thing. I feel the excitement more at Auburn and Florida than I do Alabama fans about Alabama football. And that maybe it's just me. Maybe I'm being negative. But I think Auburn's heading the right direction. It feels like Florida's heading that way. Those guys are good coaches. They know what they're doing. And you listen to what they say about their practices, how tough it is at practice. And then you had a player that left Alabama, goes up to Ohio State, and he says, man, it's tough here. And he flat said.
Yeah, he did.
They work as hard at Ohio State. In Alabama, they didn't.
Yeah, how was that received? As a Buckeye fan, I was kind of happy to hear that. But I'm thinking, how was that received in Tuscaloosa when James Smith says, well, they don't work. What he said was they don't work very hard.
Yeah, not very good. Not very good, I would think. The old saying used to be from the players when Saban was there that, the practices were harder than the games.
Right.
That's true.
They couldn't wait till Saturday because they were tired of practicing because the practices were so brutal. And, it's just now partly why there's so much positive energy at Auburn is because of the newness. The new coach. Everybody's excited about the new quarterback and all of that stuff. Now, if they go out of the gate 0-2, all that excitement's going to wear off in a hurry.
Right.
But But you're right. There is a lot of positive energy coming from down there. They're scrimmaging today as well, I think. Golis is going to speak at 4:00 as well. And so, it's that's definitely something you do not want a former player saying, is that, we didn't work very hard where I came from.
Yeah, and I'll be honest with you, I've coached a long time. I knew that when I watched him play FSU. I watched him the first year. I said, man, it's so much different now. It's unbelievable. Just the physical part of what they do there and what they used to do. Bear Bryant, when Coach Bryant was there, I had guys that played for him when we played high school ball together, and they said practice with him was brutal. I mean, they couldn't stand practicing there. And you better win, too. If they'd lose a game, he'd line them up on Sunday morning and have a dang scrimmage then. I mean, it was tough. It was tough. And Kirby Smart's practice are very physical and tough. But anyway, listen, we got to take a break. We get back, we're going to talk about a little bit of Alabama baseball. Then I want to talk about the Auburn Tigers. Spring football, we mentioned hit on that a little bit. We'll talk about Auburn's baseball, what's going on there. But I'll tell you what, Bama's baseball, man, that's kind of surprising. We'll be right back with Jess Spiegel. I got time to do a couple? Let's do a couple of these things. Get out to the legendary J. Michael's restaurant today. Best seafood, ice cold beer. Today's special, crisp fish, grilled fish over better rice, peppers, onions, special sauces, really good. Healthy, too, really good. Great food. You love shrimp. The best fried shrimp in the Panhandle, Florida is at J. Michael's restaurant. Go check it out. You'll be glad you did. Also, if you're over in Lynn Haven, go see David Adams Jewelry. Go see Rust, Amber, and Patrick. My wish list is up there. If you'd like to buy me a necklace, not a ring, a necklace, go do it. I'd appreciate it.
How about earrings?
I'll take anything free. Gold, please. Also, don't forget about Pepper's Restaurant Mexican food. Goodness gracious, I forgot all about my people. Pepper's Mexican Grill in Panama City, legendary place over in Panama City. Now we finally got one on Panama City Beach Parkway in Panama City Beach. Go check it out. Military Days Monday, 10% discount. Buy one, get one free. We're talking about house margaritas, draft beer, Pepper's Mexican Grill. If you're going to Arnold Sporting Events, it's right up there near the school. Go eat before, come by and have a drink afterwards. We'll be right back with Jeff Spiegel, 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida.
.3 ESPN Northwest Florida presents the madness of college basketball. 68 teams, 32 conference champions, but there can only be one. ESPN Northwest Florida is your exclusive radio home for the NCAA College Basketball Tournament.
This is Anna with your latest forecast on ESPN Northwest Florida this Friday. For this afternoon and evening, some sun and a high of 78 with a moderate breeze around 13 miles per hour out of the south. Tonight, mostly clear skies with lows around 68. Tomorrow, mostly sunny and a temperature near 78. Moving into Sunday, about the same with a high of 75 and possible thunderstorms. This forecast is brought to you by Earthworks of Northwest Florida. Thank you for keeping that dial on ESPN Northwest Florida. Rely on it.
PCB Hobby, the beach's premier hobby store for sports cards, comics, coins, and trading card games. PCB Hobby carries the largest selection of boxes and packs from the latest releases of brands like Topps, Panini, Leaf, and more. Looking for a specific player or team? PCB Hobby has a wide assortment of raw and graded cards. They carry parallel rookie, game used, and autographed cards in both modern and vintage. Have a collection you want to sell? We buy, sell, and trade. PCB Hobby on Back Beach Road, just east of Florida Linen. Call 850-320-8388.
Are you living with chronic pain, anxiety, or sleepless nights? You don't have to just get by. You deserve to thrive. At Thrive Alternative Medicine on Panama City Beach Parkway, Dr. Laughlin and counselor Suzanne Clark provide a compassionate path to relief, from medical marijuana card certifications to professional mental health counseling, managing conditions like PTSD, chronic pain, and the complexities of cancer. Book online at thrivealternativemedicine.com. thrivealternativemedicine.com. Find the relief you deserve.
Now back to the most dangerous radio show in the Gulf Coast. Coach James Hale. He's so dangerous, he doesn't even check his eggs at the grocery store.
Danger's my middle name.
I'm bad to the bone, honey.
2 tickets to the gun show.
We're live from the J. Michael Studio on ESPN Northwest Florida.
Whoa! Martha, Kenny, James, Jenna. Hey, if you're over in Lynn Haven, go by and see the city commissioner. Pat Perno is incredible. Your mother loved him.
Oh, yeah.
Loved the guy.
Yeah, he's a good man of character and all around. I love him.
Yeah, he does a great job, city commissioner over there. Heck, one day maybe the mayor, but I tell you what, I'd vote for him for anything. His restaurant's unbelievable. They treat you like family. You walk in, it's like they know your name, man. They always got a smile on their face. The food's unbelievable. The service, you can't believe how great the service is. TV's everywhere. Great place to watch March Madness, Final Four, baseball, anything right there. Lynn Haven Beef O'Brady's. Go check it out. We got Jeff Spiegel from the great state of Alabama, from Birmingham, ABC 3344. James Spans up there. Hey, the weather so far, man, this tornado season has not been too bad, knock on wood, in the great state of Alabama. Is James still rolling and he's still taking care of you guys up there?
He's still rocking and rolling, man. He's got this Alabama Weather Company, which he's doing really well with, and he's just he's loving life right now. I don't see anything of him. He doesn't come into the studio anymore. He does all of his reports, from his headquarters there. But yeah, he's doing great. Still doing a good job for us.
Good job. All right. I want to come back to Bama, but let's jump into Auburn right now. We just play the fight songs. We got to get into Auburn. Spring football practice. Now, again, we go back and listen to interviews from players that played for Harsin, Coach Freeze, and he says the difference is when you walk on the field, it is tough. You're moving. You're giving great effort. It's 100 miles an hour. That's the big difference, how it's so organized and how tough practice is compared to what it's been for the other two head coaches. That's a good thing. That's a good thing to hear. I wish we were hearing that at some other schools. But talk about that football program. I watched him, Jeff, when he was the OC at Tennessee, and I watched him the first time, and it got my attention what he did in Nick Saban's defense. Alabama won the game up in Knoxville, but it was a battle, and they moved the ball better than anybody else on Alabama that year. He spreads the field out. I never seen receivers that far out with the scheme he runs. It makes it tough to stop the run. If you play cover two, you got two deep safeties, and you got to cover all these wideouts that are almost out of bounds. You break a run, you're going to take it to the house or get a big play. I really like his schemes. I like the way his players play hard. What he did at South Florida was incredible. He beat Florida. He beat teams with better talent. He had Alabama on the ropes down there in Tampa. He came into Bryant-Denny and moved the ball and played well there. I think Auburn's hit a home run. I believe in this guy. I really do. I think he's doing a good job. What's your impression of him? What are you hearing? What do you think?
Well, I think he's going to shake things up there for sure. I mean, it wouldn't surprise me if, he's your SEC Coach of the Year, at the end of 26. It wouldn't surprise me at all because, of the just the energy that he's bringing. And to me, it's all going to start with your quarterback. And we've just been hearing rave reviews in practice about, not only how Byron Brown is performing, on the practice field, but just, how he's just encouraging guys and not only offensive guys but defensive guys. So he's got the attention of this team, and you're talking about a legit dual threat quarterback, there at Auburn. And I know at one point Ty Simpson tried to sell himself as a dual threat quarterback. Not really, but this guy is just pretty amazing at how he can throw the ball, but he can run the ball, and that always creates issues for a defense when you have a quarterback who is a legitimate threat to run the ball. I'm not just talking going 14, 15 yards and getting a first down on 3rd and 12. I'm talking about like breaking off a 50-yard touchdown run because the guy's got wheels, and he's going to be an exciting guy to watch this year.
Yeah, and defensively, we know Auburn's never, in the history of that school, they've always hit you. Even when they had bad years, the defense has always been pretty tough. And we got the defense coordinator back. Again, I think Auburn's in pretty good shape for 2026. All right, I want to jump on the Auburn basketball program. Jeff, down here in the great state of Florida, FSU decided not to play in the NIT. And Jim and I were like, and Kyle agreed with us. Like, we couldn't believe they didn't want to play and keep on and continue to play. Auburn did, and I think it changed the whole feel because everybody was down on him. Everybody's ready to make a change right now today. And this is what he's done. He wins it. I mean, they won last night. They destroyed them last night, 88 to 66. And he got what, 4 more wins, something like that, up to 22, I think, on the season. When they were like at 17, if they wouldn't have played, or 16, whatever it was. He turned that negative situation at the end of the year to a positive situation for Auburn. I think that's great for Auburn.
Team gets closer together.
Yeah, everything.
I mean, it's a whole dynamic.
Better. Yeah, made some money. Yeah.
Yeah, and here's the thing, too, Coach. The leading rebounder on the team decides he doesn't want to play in the NIT. And so you've got some adversity, I mean, from the get-go. You got one of your team leaders who says, "Yeah, I'm not going to play." So then you have to kind of get everybody together and say, "All right, well, who wants to play?" I mean, you're going to be on national TV. We got a bid. We've accepted a bid. If you want to play, then you need to get ready to play because you don't want to go out there and embarrass yourself. And he sent a message to those guys, and one of the guys who was the most vocal about wanting to play is a guy that Pearl had to suspend during the season, Keyshawn Hall, which kind of tells you a little bit about, what good is discipline? What kind of brought Keyshawn Hall back to reality that he's got a responsibility on this team to lead them and lead in the right way with his play, with his actions. So Keyshawn Hall was the most vocal about, hey, yeah, we want to play in this. We want to play in this to win games and win a championship. And also, don't forget, guys, to put something good on tape for like NBA scouts, to see. That's also, an incentive too. And they've been playing great. Other than the first half of the South Alabama game, which made you wonder if they really wanted to play. I mean, this team has been on point since then. They shot 60% last night.
Yeah.
Crazy.
And that's what blows my mind about FSU. I cannot believe – I don't know if you know this either. FSU they chose not to play in it. I think that was a big-time mistake. We just went over that. Their football coach, which I like, has decided not to go, and the AD too, I believe. You know how we have these visits to the different cities in the state, booster club meetings, keep everybody involved, keep the money flowing, keep everybody happy. They decide not to do that. And I think you got to face the heat. I think you don't hide from it. I think you go face it head on. Because Coach Bryant said they're going to find you. You might as well go face it now. I think that was a mistake also. I think the coaches need to be out there in these communities and trying to. You can also you can sell it like, hey, we're going to get it turned around. What do you think about him not deciding to go? Kyle made a great point a minute ago. So what? Alabama made him wealthy because everybody thought Alabama was going to try to offer him that job. They gave him a huge contract. I mean, he's set for life money-wise, I would guess. But what do you think about him not going and doing those things?
Well, I think while there's a portion of the fan base that's pretty unhappy, there's still a portion of the fan base that that always thinks there's a national championship right around the corner.
Yeah,
and they want to see their guy, and they want to make sure that their guy gives them the confidence, face to face, that I can get this done. I can get this program headed in the right direction and all that. So I don't know if he expected, them to tar and feather him at wherever they were going to be, but I think there's a large portion of every fan base that thinks, yeah, man, there's a glimmer of hope here, for us. So you got to go out there and meet the people.
Well, one of the things that I'll say is that it's not like he's not going to be asked the same questions. It's not like there's going to be a gotcha. The same booster clubs are going to ask the same questions. It's a rinse and repeat of what the media is saying, right? And so, but you as Mike Norvell are operating from a position of leverage due to that crazy buyout, and so maybe he's operating from a position of, I don't care. I'm going to do what I want to do, and if you want to get rid of me, that's fine. But make sure you spell my name right on that check.
Stock market's doing pretty good right now. Yeah.
Well, I want to go back to the way Nick Saban operated, and that's not the way Nick Saban operated. I mean, look, they went 7-6 his first year, and so that and listen, Coach, I don't know if you remember this, but there were some Alabama fans after they lost to Louisiana Monroe that were going, why the heck did we hire this guy?
Yeah.
But still, you know, next summer, you know, he's out talking to people, he's meeting people, you know, he's talking to fans, because you know there was a portion of the fan base that felt like, you know, he could get it done. So you gotta get out there, you gotta talk to the people, and that's the way that's the way he feels about it. That's the way I feel about it.
Jeff, I'll never forget. We were Tommy Santamite, who was a county AD for 23 years. We were at the FSU Alabama game in Jacksonville. And Alabama got beat. We were going off, and there were about 4 or 5 Alabama fans. They were lit up pretty good. They were effing Nick Saban this, like, we made a mistake. I can't believe we're paying this kind of money. He needs to go. That was after losing to FSU. And they only got beat, like, I think maybe 17-24, something like that. It wasn't a big blowout. FSU was a lot better. Hey, all right, let's get off that. I want to get into baseball. Auburn baseball, Alabama baseball. I know it's early, but, man, it sure seems like Bama's got this thing going. Auburn's lost 3 to Bama. What's going on with these baseball programs?
Well, Alabama's got good pitching. You know, you come out of the gate on Friday and you pitch Tyler Fay, and he's throwing just great. He pitched a no-hitter, you know, in the first game of the Florida series. They sweep Florida, and then they're unbelievable at home. They've got Auburn coming in, and then they sweep them. Listen, they've won 9 games in a row, and they're knocking the cover off the baseball. First game of the Oklahoma series last night, they scored 8 runs in the second inning and hit 4 home runs in that game. Bryce Fowler led off the game with a home run. How's that to send a message when you're on the road? It's just knock it over the fence, you know, with the first batter. So, yeah, I mean, they're terrific. And, you know, Auburn's going to get it, you know, back headed in the right direction. They had lost 4 games in a row, kind of got, you know, stunned with that sweep, you know, by Alabama. But, you know, they were playing pretty good offense and pitching it pretty well, too, last night against Arkansas. So both these teams, I think, Coach, are going to be in it at the very end.
Jeff, anyway, I know you're busy. If you can't do it, I understand. But if you got a second, I got a couple of questions for you. You got to go?
Yep.
Okay.
No, I'm good.
Okay, we get back. Something came up in my lifetime I didn't think would happen. But as we talked earlier, things changed, times have changed. For an Alabama AD saying that the SEC championship game has run its course, we'll get back and ask Jeff Beagle about that and see what he feels. All right, let's talk about some of our great people. We've got so many of them. We got Kyle Vandergriff in here. You want a new roof? You want to add a den? You want to add you want to build a schoolhouse, a business, whatever it is? Vandy Roof. Go to a legendary family. His mother and dad, school board, his dad coached forever. Wonderful people. The impact they had on people's lives are incredible. They raised some great kids, and this one here is as good as I've ever seen. Everything he touched turns to gold. He's incredible. Kyle, what's the best way they can get up with you?
Yeah, you can give us a call at 866-9908. That's 866-9908. We'll be happy to help you guys out with any of your construction needs. And also, like we said earlier, walk you through the process with the insurance. Should you get one of those daunting letters in the mail about needing to upgrade your roof.
Also, don't forget about Max Fit Sports Nutrition. Do you want to look better, feel better? Jason Kovaleski can make that happen for you. 23rd Street over in town and also on the beach on Pier Park. Jason, every Tuesday and every Friday. Today he had to go over to Fort Walton, but he'll be back with us Tuesday morning. We'll be right back. 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida. Jeff Spiegel's going to hang on just a little bit longer.
The wait is over. Catch Ronald Acuna Jr., Matt Olson, Austin Riley, and all the boys as the Atlanta Braves look to reclaim the East.
A walk-off home run, and the Braves win it.
Follow the journey to October right here. Your official home for the Atlanta Braves on the Gulf Coast.
Man, oh man, is he playing some baseball.
104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida.
That's the buzzer. And on Hard Rock Bet, buzzer beaters mean bonus bets. Every time a team you bet to win or cover hits a game-winning buzzer beater, you score a $25 bonus bet, an extra $25 on top of your winnings. Just opt in and bet $5 on any team. As many teams as you want, all tourney. Win bonus bets at the buzzer, only on Hard Rock Bet.
Payable in bonus bets, not a cash offer. Offered by the Seminole Tribe of Florida. Must be 21 plus and physically present in Florida to wager. Terms and conditions apply. Concerned about your gambling? Call or text 1-833-PLAY-WISE.
Your biggest investment is your home. Protect it while also improving its appearance with Earthworks of Northwest Florida. We have sand, mulch, gravel, or lay down decorative stone, all available for pickup and delivery. Discover your dream landscape with Earthworks of Northwest Florida. Imagine the moment you proudly pull up to your home that you've worked so hard for, enhanced by quality mulch, decorative stones, and more. Let's make it happen today. Request a quote online at earthworkspc.com or swing by the office at 2005 Industrial Drive. Love the land you live on.
For over 50 years, Coin & Bullion Reserve's fine jewelry has been your diamond headquarters, a local trusted source for diamonds and fine jewelry. And now, get ready for our largest diamond jewelry sale ever, 30 to 75% off. For one day only, Saturday, April 25th from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. When our doors open, diamonds move fast. Don't miss out. Coin & Bullion Reserve's fine jewelry, your diamond headquarters on the corner of 15th Street and East Avenue.
Now, it's the Coach James Hale Show.
Go nuts.
Live from the J. Michael Studio at 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida.
Let's bring him back. Jeff Spiegel, 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida. Good Friday. I hope everybody has a wonderful, wonderful Easter. Let's bring Jeff back. Jeff, you and I grew up in a time where it was such a big deal. SEC championship
long time
was
ago.
huge. Alabama's got 30. The next one, thank you, Kyle. I coached him a long time ago. Alabama's won 30 SEC championships, twice as many as anybody else. I think Georgia's at 15, maybe Tennessee. I can't remember. But it just, for an Alabama athletic director to say, it's run its course with a playoff era. We do not need an SEC championship game. I thought with TV revenue, I didn't think it'd ever go away. Big Ten championship, because of money, of TV revenue, I don't think it's going to go away. I don't think the SEC game's going to go away. That's just me. When the Alabama AD says this, it makes me think, man, I could be wrong on this. What's going to happen with this? And tell us your thoughts and what are you hearing?
Well, I think Greg Byrne's a very smart guy, and I agree with him on this. And I hate to say this because, I mean, I kind of feel like the SEC championship game is a dedicated employee that's been coming to work for, 35 years now, and you're going to tell him, hey, man, we really don't need you anymore.
Yeah.
You know, be on your way. Good luck. But, I mean, if you're going
Here's
to
your gold watch.
yeah. If you're going to expand the conference schedule to 9 games, and playoff expansion is inevitable. It's not going to stay at 12. I mean, you know, they're going to go to 16. The Big Ten wants to go to 24. Let's say you go to 16. All right, that's 4 extra games. You know, we don't need the SEC championship game. The SEC championship game does nothing but puts a lot of money, you know, in the SEC's pocket, which is probably a reason why it's going to stick around. But, I mean, there's really nothing that's gained from it. You know, we saw a Georgia and Alabama rematch. You know, great, hooray. You know, I don't know how it did in the ratings, but if you're seeing something that's already been done, and I know Georgia, you know, won the rematch and all of that, but I don't know. I don't see the usefulness of the SEC championship game anymore. To me, it's just, you know, it's one more game where you risk, you know, I know you get a trophy at the end. I know all that, but you also get a trophy for winning the SEC regular season championship as well. So to me, that's the only trophy that really counts.
Jeff, Kyle and I were talking about this on the break. Let's just say you get rid of the championship game and you have an undisputed league champion. They go to the playoffs regardless of how many teams are in, 14, 16, 110, whatever it is, they go on. But how would you break? Let's say you got co-champions. You got 2 teams. They tie for the best record in the SEC. There's no championship game. How do you then advance one of those teams is to getting a bye for that first round of the playoffs, regardless of how many teams are in?
Yeah, that's a really good question. That's for someone higher than my pay grade. But I don't know. That's an issue certainly that you'd have to consider if you're in that meeting room and you decide whether you still want to do this. But to me, look, I never thought I'd ever hear myself say this. But do you ever reach a point where there's too much football? I mean, I don't know. I mean, that's a question that they have to ask themselves. Is this too much football, for these guys to be playing in the course of a year? If you keep expanding the playoff and you add the SEC extra conference game, I mean, to me, it just gets to be too much.
Well, it will be the TV. Gus Malzahn and them will be picking who they are, right? If you don't have SEC championship, it's going to be the committee's picks.
Yeah, that could be. I never thought of that, but you're right. Yeah. That could be.
He is on that playoff selection committee for sure. But I don't know what's going to happen to it. I mean, to me, it really the last couple of years though. I mean, the championship game just really hasn't done much for me. Now, maybe it's because Alabama didn't show up, in the last SEC championship game, but the last couple of years, there just hasn't been much to it, for me. There's, I just kind of the way I felt about it.
The ones I've been to, man, it's incredible. It's so exciting that you could feel it, the electricity in the air. Saban's last time in it when they beat Georgia was incredible. When they beat Florida, that was unbelievable. Now, I was at the one when they beat Florida and nobody was there. There was like 10,000 people, whatever it was, in the COVID year. That was kind of boring. The most exciting thing was that when Florida intercepted the pass and Alabama's receiver took his head off and he fumbled the ball, and Alabama got it back. But I do like the SEC championship games, and you're right. I get it. They're adding more games and the safety of the players and all that kind of stuff. But with the TV money, I don't know if it's going to go away or not.
Yeah, I totally agree. And I've been to several of those too, and they're certainly more exciting when there's more at stake. Mm-hmm. And it just seems to me the last couple of years there's just not anything at stake because both teams are getting into the playoff, and I know the winner gets the trophy and the confetti and all that stuff. I totally get that. And I get the validity of that as well, to call yourself an SEC champion. But I don't know. The appeal of it to me has just been lost.
Tommy Tuberville, love what he does. I like him. I met him a long time ago. We took our team up there to a football camp, and I really liked him. Let me ask you this. What he proposed, I'm 100% for it. 5 years you can play. When you enroll, you got 5 consecutive years to play. That's it. You can transfer one time. If you transfer more than that, you sit out. If the coach leaves, I think you get another chance to transfer. I like all that. Will that ever happen?
Well, to me, listen. I went to school on to college on the 7-year plan.
A lot of guys go to school, Tommy, for 7 years. They're called doctors.
James took 9 years. James took 9.
They don't call me doctor either.
I went to school for 2 years, and then I went to the transfer portal and joined the workplace for 2 years. Then I went back to school. So when I got my degree at Alabama, I was 26 years old. So when I hear all these people going, we shouldn't have 26-year-olds playing football, that kind of hurts my feelings a little bit because that kind of hits me where it hurts. But no, I mean, right now it's just out of control. I mean, it's just the transfer portal, and you throw the NIL on top of it. And I mean, look, all credit to Tommy. Somebody's got to reel this in. Look, if Nick Saban's not going to be the college football commissioner, then maybe that'll be Tommy's next job after he's the governor.
Yeah.
Do that for 4 years and then be the college football commissioner. But somebody's got to speak up and say, look, we got to put guardrails on this, because if we don't, then all this discussion about championship games and all that. I mean, look, you've already had a lot of people jump off the bandwagon and stop watching college football. I mean, I know the ratings are still pretty good, but I mean, the game's going to be in trouble if something isn't done, pretty quickly about that.
Let me ask you about this. I've been wanting to talk to you about this, and I think we got time. Saturdays Down South, they came up with their list way too early, but they made some great points. And I was surprised at some of them, but I think they're correct. 5 of the hottest seats in college football in the SEC. And number 1, Shane Beamer, South Carolina. I'm going to go through the list and come back and talk about it. At number 2, Mississippi State Levy. Number 3, Alabama DeBoer. Number 4, Tennessee Heupel. I didn't realize that. Number 5, Stark at Texas. Let's start with Stark at number 5. I get that. I get what they're talking about. The pressure to win at Texas, the money they have, and they paying him big-time money, the roster money, everything he has to have to win a championship. They want it now. They don't want to wait. So I get that he is on the hot seat, and he's 30-13 in SEC. I think he's 48-20 overall. They have a 13% chance to win the national championship. They got the Heisman leader quarterback coming back. They got the best running back in the country transfer in, and also the best. Yeah, and also the best wide receiver in Coleman. So, what do you think if Stark doesn't win it all, and say he goes 10-3, he has 3 losses? Would they fire him? Do you think he should be on this list?
Oh, I don't think he should be. I mean, but to me though, I mean, it's basically just like the Kentucky basketball job.
Yeah.
I mean, that's kind of what the Texas job is. That's what the Alabama job is. That's what the Ohio State job is. I mean, they're getting ready to fire Ryan Day, before he got it together and they won, the national title. So, yeah, I mean, you're pretty much always on the hot seat when you're in a job like that. And when you've got the skill guys they've got coming back, I mean, there are so many expectations put on him that yeah, I mean, he probably should be on that list.
And let's go back to their schedule, strength of schedule. They lose to Ohio State. That came back and bite them in the butt. They went on the road, lost a close game. If they'd have played Southern Mississippi, anybody else, they'd have been in the playoffs, and who knows what had happened then. Jeff, we got 2 minutes to go. I'm not going to hold you over any longer. I know you're busy. Thank you so much for spending some extra time with us. I hope you have a great Easter. Y'all got anything planned special?
Oh, we got a big Easter egg hunt here at the house. So it's going to be fun. We got 3 grandkids. Hey, my youngest grandchild turned 2 yesterday. Elliot turned 2. So we're going to have a big party for him tonight. Yeah, thank you.
That's unreal.
So yeah, it's going to be a fun weekend.
Y'all
have a good one too.
Hey, our little Johnny just turned 2 March 17th, so that age is fun, man. I love it. Oh, I don't know if I told you, maybe I did, but my oldest granddaughter, Layton, made the cheerleading team at Surfside. They had tryouts yesterday, and she made it, so we're pumped up about
cool.
that. Yeah.
He was telling me that was going to happen. That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's so great.
Well, have a great Easter, man. We'll talk to you next week. Thank you, Jeff.
All right, see y'all.
Bye, buddy.
Jeffrey.
It's Turf Pro Pest Control. Patrick's got a dang tax special going on, man. Sign up between now and the 15th of April. Listen what you're going to get free. They come out, they spray your yard the first time. It's free. Not only that, but what they do for inside spraying the bugs, to get the bugs out of your house, that's also included free. And then they spray to kill the bugs in the yard. 3 for 1. All free the first time. You sign up before April 15th. I'm telling you, it's the best deal out there. And also listen to Patrick every Monday right here on ESPN Northwest Florida. You talking about local? Yeah, he's local. He's big-time local. His kids go to Mosley High School. Great man. Also, we got the legend here, Kyle Vandergriff. The guy isn't great. Great to have him back. Great to have him back in the studio. Kyle, what's the best way to get up with you?
Yeah, give us a call at 866-9908. That's 866-9908. And we'll be happy to help you guys out.
Don't forget about the legendary J. Michael's Restaurant, Max Fit Sports Nutrition. Get to one of the 4 newbies. Have a great time. We'll be right back. 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida.
You've read the headlines. You've seen the highlights.
Highway robbery!
But how about the unfiltered truth?
Steroid era, you can like it, love it, hate it, whatever. It saved baseball.
Since 2017, 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida has been the undisputed leader for sports coverage on the Panhandle. If it matters in sports, it matters to us. And it matters to you. 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida.
This is Anna with your latest forecast on ESPN Northwest Florida this Friday. For this afternoon and evening, some sun and a high of 78 with a moderate breeze around 13 miles per hour out of the south. Tonight, mostly clear skies with lows around 68. Tomorrow, mostly sunny and a temperature near 78. Moving into Sunday, about the same with a high of 75 and possible thunderstorms. This forecast is brought to you by Earthworks of Northwest Florida. Thank you for keeping that dial on ESPN Northwest Florida. Rely on it.
With over 4 decades in business, Instant Replay Sports Cards is happy to take your collection to the next level. All new hobby boxes, signed memorabilia and supplies, new and vintage cards, and Pokemon. Buy, sell, and trade. They're an authorized source for Topps, Panini, Upper Deck, and Leaf cards. Instant Replay Sports Cards inside the Stanford Station on 23rd Street next to Academy Sports. Come see the bigger store and the larger inventory, or visit online, instantReplaySportsCards.com.
When it comes to building smart and roofing right, TK Vandy's is the name you can trust. They're your go-to for general contracting, design build solutions, and top quality roofing. From concept to completion, they deliver excellence on time and on budget. Whether it's a custom build or a complex renovation, they've got you covered, literally. Call TK Vandy today and build something better together. TK Vandy, built with purpose, roofed with pride.
Reach out, call up and just say hi.
Give him a call. Phone lines are open. 850-215-6290. The Coach James Hale Show is taking your calls live and local. From the J. Michael Studio, 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida.
And welcome back, 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida. We had the Saturdays Down South, the coaches on the hot seat. Texas coaches on there. The next in line was at Tennessee at number 4. Heupel, 45-20, 24-16 SEC play. Now last year, well, from 2021-2023, he was 4-4 in the SEC. He gets it turned around. They go play. They get embarrassed at Ohio State in the playoffs. Then no playoffs this year. This is a critical year for him. I'd say 4 might be right. I think he's safe unless they just have a terrible year. I don't see them getting rid of him. He's got Alabama at home. They got Texas. They got LSU. Their schedule's pretty tough, but we shall see. At number 3, and Jim, you think he should be number 1. DeBoer came in at number 3 on the Saturdays Down South hottest coaches on the hottest seat. He's 20-8 at Alabama, 12-4 SEC play. Every fan base in the country would probably be happy with that, but not at certain schools. And Alabama's one of those schools you got to win, not just 11 games. You got to win championships. He needs to win the SEC. I think he needs to get in the playoffs again and do something there. He loses 4 games this year. I think he's in big time trouble. What say you?
Oh, I agree. Excuse me. I agree 1,000,000%. And it's not just, I'm a coach, or was a coach. You know you're going to lose. Nobody's ever going to go undefeated. You're going to get beat at some point. But you always hope as a coach that when you lose, you look like you have a clue what the heck you're doing. And it looks like you have a plan, and maybe the ball just didn't bounce your way or it was a bad call, whatever. But you can't say that about Alabama. You look at how they played against Florida State last year, Indiana, Georgia in the championship game. I mean, they looked unprepared. I mean, they just looked bad.
Oklahoma at home for homecoming?
Yeah, Oklahoma. Yeah. I mean, those are bad. Optics matter. I mean, they do. Okay, yeah, that was a tough break, Coach. You got beat on an 80-yard field goal to last. That's one thing. But to just get dominated by Indiana, I mean, just get boat raced. I mean, golly day. I mean, you can't have those.
They were 3, I felt like, blowout losses. FSU, Georgia, Indiana. And then the turnovers against Oklahoma. Right. Losing at homecoming is not good. Kyle, what do you think? Is he?
No, I mean, I think Coach hit it right on the head. 100% he should be up there. I mean, it's him and Texas. What's his name? Sarkisian?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's definitely those two guys for sure, 100%.
Yeah, 100%.
Especially when you have all the weapons that you got at Texas and Alabama for that matter.
All right, now here are your top 2 hot seated coaches according to Saturdays Down South going into 2026. Jeff Levy at Mississippi State, 7-18 overall, 1-15 in the SEC record in 2 years. Took over a tough situation. He needs to beat somebody besides Arkansas. If he can upset an Alabama, upset Oklahoma, something like that, win 5 or 6 games, I think they'll give him his 3rd year. If not, he's in trouble. Now, let's go to the number 1 guy on the hottest seat, and I agree with him. They got great fans. They expect to win. Shane Beamer's 33-30, and the SEC 16-24. Last year, they had him as making the playoffs. They lose the close games. They're up by 28 at Texas A&M and lose that football game on the road.
That was a bad one.
In the Tuscaloosa, they had Alabama on the road. They let it slip away. He's got to do something. They were 30-3. He lost to Texas A&M. They fired his offensive coordinator, Mike Shula, the former Alabama head football coach. You know who his dad was. They fired him. They need to beat Alabama next year. They play, I think, at Alabama again this year for some reason it worked out that way. He needs to beat like a Florida. He's upset at Oklahoma. Do something. Beat Clemson. But if he goes 7 and that's it, 7-5, I think they're going to fire him.
Probably.
Yeah. All right, we got time to jump into the Final Four. Kyle, the first 2 games, who do you like?
Yeah, so you got UConn and Illinois. I'm going to go with UConn on that one for sure. I mean, they've won the championship 2 out of the last 3 years. You know, Florida got it last year, but you know that program's built for this. You know, they've really jumped into it, and a lot of the younger guys, they're seniors now, and all that. I actually see UConn taking the whole thing. So, you know, especially after beating Duke last night.
Yeah.
You know, but on the other side, you got Michigan and Arizona. I don't know. How do you feel about that, Coach? Michigan and Arizona.
I hate to say it, but
that's all I'm asking.
But Michigan is a really good team. I mean, they really are. I mean, when they started off like a house of fire, then they kind of leveled off for a while there. But I think they found their stride again. They're going to be hard to beat, and I know Arizona's very good.
Mm-hmm. Both number 1 seeds.
Yeah, that should be a great game right there. It wouldn't surprise me either. Of the 4 teams that are left, I could see any of them winning. To me, it all comes down to who's making your threes. If Michigan makes their threes, nobody's going to beat them. That's just my opinion.
Yeah, I do see it being UConn, Michigan in the finals.
And who wins?
I think like I said, I think UConn is. I mean, it's their era in college basketball.
The reason that could happen because this Arizona Michigan game, that's going to be a crazy game. Do they got enough juice in the tank?
Well, some people are kind of saying that that's truly the national championship because of the 2 number 1 seeds.
No doubt.
Is.
You know,
can they be focused for the next one? I mean, that's going to take them time to get over that one. I think.
Yeah. You only get 2 days, so.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
And then quick.
Okay, so let's say Michigan wins that one, right? Against Arizona, they only got 2 days to recover, and they're going right into the championship against the tough UConn.
Yeah,
that's a hard path to a championship. I think UConn's got an easier ride.
Oh, there's no doubt.
So,
yeah, we'll see.
I like Michigan to win because they embarrassed 2 SEC schools. I hope they win it all. I think they will. That's who I got.
But I do think Coach is right about the hitting them threes. I think that's going to be a very instrumental.
James, now I think he's on board with Michigan, right?
I'm on board with Michigan, though. I think it's going to be Illinois-Michigan, and I think that's going to be a very exciting game. I really think for this, it's going to be how much energy does Michigan spend going against Arizona. And if Illinois gets on with it, and they're in that championship game, that's a bunch of big dudes clogging up the middle on Michigan. Now, if Michigan gets to the outside and gets their threes and can make it a fast-paced game, it goes to Michigan. But if it can get slowed down and we can get a low-scoring affair, I like the Illini.
Oh, okay.
Wow. Good. All right.
Matter of fact, I like that jersey you're wearing right now.
I miss Freddie.
Yeah. I got one of those.
Before we get out today, I like Bobby Johns, an old guy coming back coaching. I kind of like that. That part of the state is expanding so quickly. Walton County, South Walton, Destin, Freeport.
Freeport's the largest residential construction going on in the state right now.
Yeah.
Well, 331, it's crazy.
Yeah, so that school's going to get bigger and bigger.
Yep.
I know one thing, they're going to be extremely strong. You want a baseball game that you will never forget? You go out to Bozeman tonight. This is going to be a huge game. South Walton and Bozeman. That's two great coaches, two great
6:30
teams. 6:30.
Yep.
You going to be there?
Yeah, I'm going to try to make it.
Yeah, we hope everybody has a great Easter. You got anything? Y'all do anything? Just everybody getting together?
We're going to do the sunrise service and
Jeremy.
No, we're going to do it at the Kennesaw Park with Lynn Haven Methodist.
Oh, okay.
Yep,
Okay.
we're going to do that, and then we're going to have everybody over after the midday service for a little lunch, a little fellowship with the family.
Well, I was trying to get Jeremy. Give me 5 minutes to get him to start the thing, and he said no. That's okay. It hurt.
Yeah.
It hurt deeply.
Yeah, he's got to
hurt your feelings.
Keep you on the radio.
A little bit. We hope all you guys have a great Easter.
He is risen.
And don't forget, there's no school today. Laura actually spent the night with us last night. We had a great time. And Julie's brother's down. Nobody asked me what I'm doing, so I'm telling you. We got all the kids, grandkids. We're going to go after the show and do some things with them. And we're going to have Easter Saturday at our house. And then Jean's having everybody over at her place. That's Mariah's grandmother. So we're looking forward to that.
Well, I mean, you've had 80 Easters so far, so they've all been good.
69, please. 69. Jason, what are you doing for Easter? You got anything special?
Well, we are, my wife and I are catching a plane tomorrow morning, and we're going to go sailing up the Danube for a week, so I am not going to be here next week. I'm going to be going through Central Europe. It'll be a great time.
Ooh, wow.
A little,
wow.
So
like a
beat
catamaran?
that.
Man.
It's just a riverboat. We're going to get
it's a
on
riverboat,
in,
okay.
Budapest. and
So
get
we're
off
stuck with that
Monday.
amateur back there for a week. Oh,
Yeah,
my God.
yeah, sorry, man.
Read
It's
that.
going to be the Randy show.
He's going to Europe. You're going to Op.
Going to Op. No, I'm going to Op. Hey, good luck with the flights.
Yeah.
Good luck with the
Yeah,
flights.
be safe out there. Safe travels, brother.
Leave now. Get in line.
16 hours at the
Y'all have a
airport.
great Easter. We're out. 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida.
Weather in the Panhandle never stops. Turn to 104.3 ESPN Northwest Florida.
This is Joanna with your latest forecast.
We're up to the